Hello and welcome. My name is DDubble, but you can just call me Del, and welcome back to week number 1, 2, 3. This is 4 of the PBA. Today we are taking on Cherry. The matchup was not super friendly, and I'm really sad because there's no Spathra on the other side of the field, and one of the things that we brought, as you can see right here, was meant to try to beat said Spathra. So quick rundown, we are Choice Specs, Dragapult, Mirror Herb, Calm Mind, Trace, Gardevoir, Choice Banded, Underdog, Robots Pop Songs with the Assault Vest, Shed Shell, Corviknight for that Magneton, Rosalie Berry on our Black Plate, Paisley, the Crocodile, Ting-Lu-Li, okay. I don't understand the whole thing with the Mons being in the ground, but, you know, whatever, I guess. So Intimidate is going to come out. Vessel of Rune is going to weaken the special attack. So we are probably going to trade Rocks for Rocks here. And I am not sure who that benefits more. Probably me in the long run. So I'm going to go Rocks up. As this, I mean, there is a chance that this could be offensive and this could just body bag me turn 1, which would be crazy. No, it's just going to be Rocks for Rocks. So good on his behalf. You know, can't complain. If there's spikes on the other side, that is a little bit scary. Honestly, I think I'm going to stay in, and I'm going to fire off a Earthquake to start because I don't want to reveal Break just yet, because I would like to kind of play it against the screens. He is going to figure out here that we are not overly offensive. There's the Body Press. It is Intimidated, and that does a ton of damage. At this point, we see Leftovers. He doesn't see an item out of me. I'm definitely going to need to switch into Corviknight. This is a tougher one, though, because, I mean, you're playing into D-Knight and, what's the thing? It's Iron Bundle. You're playing into two of the biggest offensive threats in the format, and you have to play basically perfectly into them. So here I'm going to Roost, and it will be the Magneton switch, or a Runation. So we're going to see kind of what happens. It's a Roost, so I'm assuming Runation, or they click Earthquake. We do outspeed, and this would kind of suck if it's an EQ. Okay, so it is Runation, so that's not too bad. I feel like a Body Press here isn't the worst play, but I also need to keep this healthy, and Ting-Lu being full HP is just not good for me, so I'm going to Roost again. Hopefully this isn't an Earthquake. If it is an Earthquake, that's a really good play. But tricky spot, right? It is Body Press. I no longer resist, so does not do half, so I'm assuming Runation, Stealth Rocks, Spikes, and then Body Press. You know, that would be the set here. Here I'm going to Body Press because if Magneton comes in, it's preventing that. Oh, I'm going to get some damage off on him at least. Chip him back down. We do see the Runation again, so this nets about the same amount. Does force another Roost out of me, however, which does suck a little bit. Again, I think that would be the correct play. Okay, this is good. This is a good Roost for us. If this is Magneton, this is perfect. With Dirge, okay. Into Skeledirge, not a lot I really want to bring in. Robots Pop Songs is Assault Vest, but that doesn't mean I want to switch in and take a Will-O-Wisp. I think this is a Will-O-Wisp, if anything. And going into Loosen Up, considering it doesn't really have anything to do in this matchup at this point, is probably a better play. I think I over-prepped for a Spathra. I really thought it would come just because it matched up really well. It didn't eat a whole lot into me, but you know, them's the breaks. It is the Torch Storm. So we will get a +1 boost. They'll get a +1 boost. My Mirror Herb's going to pop, which is fun. But this doesn't matter for either of us. This is just going to be a Shadow Ball for a Shadow Ball. Nothing happens out of this. It's just going to be a Shadow Ball from me. They're unaware. I'm unaware. This means nothing to either of us. It's just going to check to see if it's Spadef or Fizdef, and it's more than likely Fizdef from that damage. This is good, though, because this lets us go into our Lycanroc for, you know, some solid chip here. We're gonna go into Pulp, and I'm actually gonna U-turn on the Ting-Lu because we're even right now. I'm down 1. Oh, it does stay in. He's just gonna give it to me. Shoot, overplayed a little bit on my side. Really thought that Skeledirge was important, a little bit more important to him than that. I think our safest play, in all honesty, is Crook. Earthquake bait, whatever comes in. They slacked off. Oh wow. Okay. Crazy. I guess they played on the U-turn. I Stealth Rocked again. I did it again.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
2 weeks in a row I do it. Oh, whoops. Well, it's one of those days for me. It's been a long day, and it's kind of showing right now. So I do apologize. We'll probably cut this turn because it's just gonna be Stealth Rocks and Black Paisley. Probably dead. Whoops. I clicked too fast. It's done that a lot this week. Doing that a lot. Let's play for a choke here. It's literally just keeping Intimidate for D-Knight, but I don't really want to switch anything hard into this. So we are just going to break and let it go down. Unfortunate that I misplayed like that. I would have EQ'd. It would have been some damage at least, but Robots Pop Songs can come in for pretty much free here. The Dirge is at a large amount of HP, however. I think I have to start forcing an issue and kind of playing extremely aggressive here. They don't need to play like that. They can just play pretty safe. I think the safe switch for them is Skeledirge. I think it's a little greedy if they go Ting Lu, so I am going to Earthquake here on the Dirge play because Bundle can literally win the game. And it's just an Ice Beam, so I'm going to eat this 2 turns in a row. Should have just clicked the move normally. Wow, that is no bulk. Could have Drain Punched and claimed a kill, I guess, so I'm going to D-Punch here. There's a Pump. It's gonna be close. No, we eat that up. Okay, this is fine. We get our HP back. We claim the kill. I should have done that last turn. We would have been less damage, but you know, we're playing a little frantically. We just gotta pull it back. We have a Cell Rock, Lycan Rock in the back. The bundle's gone. Dual screens into D-Knight setup is inevitable. It's just how can we mitigate that before it happens? And we do see Grimmsnarl now. So the mitigation is going to be go hardcore Renee because we are mirror armor, which if this is a parting shot is going to switch us out and reduce the attacks on this thing. Rocks are up. They won't be able to go back up. However, after I defog, Ting Lu can set them back up, which does suck a little bit for me. There's bulk up. This becomes a problem now. Definitely prep more for screens and not as much for bulk up. I should know better because I've ran this thing with bulk up before in the past, and it works extremely well into Dragapult matchups. Considering Loosen Up is dead now, that's basically my only check to what would have been this setup Grimmsnarl. So a little unfortunate there on my behalf. Bit of a misplay. I think I need to Brave Bird this turn. We have to crit through. It really comes down to just that, because this thing will continue to just bulk up in our face, and this will cause an issue. So, not a way you really want to lose a battle. If it's rest talk, we can play off rest turns and just try to crit through it, but it's you never want to just play to crit through stuff, right? That's not the objective. We need to fire off one more Brave Bird, and maybe we crit a Brave Bird, and then go into Pult on what's hopefully a rest turn or a Drain Punch turn. And then try, yeah, it's just not a great spot to be in here. I mean, props to Cherry. This is the correct bring. Both my losses could go to things that I've had in BBR, and I've used to the same effect. So I mean, that's just poetic justice at that point. I'm gonna Roost here. There's the Thunder Punch. So it's bulk up, probably Thunder Punch, Drain Punch. Rest. Maybe there's a fairy move mixed in there. I'm assuming there's a fairy move mixed in there because I do have the Iron Hands. I think our best play at this point is just going to be an Iron Head flinch into an Iron Head flinch into an Iron Head crit. So we're going to go for that. And we're going to see what happens. We know this isn't screens, so if there's a turn to flinch, it's this one. Let's see it. A flinch would be great. No, there's Drain Punch. Well, and that's game. GG's, Cherry. I mean, I misplayed. It's my own fault. Take it for what it is. You take your lumps. Sometimes in Gen 9, this is how it goes. You just Grimmsnarl matchups, man. I was prepared for screens into a D-Knight sweep and a Spothra that I thought was going to come, and I prepped for the wrong win cons on your behalf. We will just end up losing this one. I do want to see if it's play rough or if it's rest in the back, because if it's Drain Punch, Thunder Punch, that's... is the play for the freeze. Nah, we should, I mean, I'll play for the freeze. Screw it. If there's Drain Punch, I don't think I live. Oh! Hey, one time for the one time? One time for the one time? We get a freeze, one time for the one time. Nice. We may not win, but the math was mathin' right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's the mathin'. That is the game saying, hey, give them a little bit of hope. Just a little bit. Let's see how much Drain Punch does negatively. We get a little bit. I mean, how many turns of freeze do we need now? We need like 7 turns of freeze? 7 will do it? I think 7 turns of freeze. Maybe 1, 2, 5? 5 maybe? I mean, we lose the timer at that point. But 5 turns of freeze, maybe we don't lose to Grimmsnarl. That'd be cool. 5 turns of freeze, or crit drain punch could be big. We ask and we shall receive, you know. Maybe sometimes you just get lucky and you save a little bit of differential because of it. But we definitely need like 5-6 turns of freeze or a crit here. We already got the 10% freeze and this should thaw this turn. Oh man. I'm sorry, Cherry. I did ask for it. However, it's one of those things where you ask and you never really expect it to happen. You just kind of, you know, maybe. I'm going to lose the timer one way or the other. But hey, man, you know how it is. There's the thaw. Thank God. There's the drain punch. Does KO. Crit Shadow Ball is not going to kill either. It's gonna take a miracle here. It would be like a crit Shadow Ball into you somehow missing your Play Rough if you have it in the back, or Thunder Punch doing negative damage. So we shall see. The correct play would be to not Tera and then resist Thunder Punch. The game's over. I'm just gonna basically click the button, try to get as much damage off as possible. Not that it matters, but we will see the fun animation and at least get to enjoy Dragapult with a funny hat. So, yeah, that's gonna. I mean, it could not end. Maybe we specs ourselves in the Shadow Ball. There's Magneton gets crit. Dragonite is. Oh, there's a Sucker Punch. Yeah, okay. Sucker was final. Cool. So we lose honestly. There's the crit. So, you know, right back from the freeze. You take those ones. You take them in stride. You can't do much about it. Long day, long week. Sometimes you just have those ones. We're 2-2. Yeah, GG's to Cherry. Great prep, great battle, played well. I got my freeze, so that's a moral victory. And we're going to call this a draw because of that. So take care. Go check out Cherry. Their channel's great. Been watching some of their content this season. It's first time playing against them in the league, and they seem like a pretty great person and good creator here. So, yeah, I'm going to get up out of here. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, click like. If you did enjoy it so much that you would like to subscribe, please subscribe. And if you didn't, I don't care because it's mine. Everybody take care. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.